Good evening, everyone. This is EmoNews. Tonight, Booyah boss Asa Banton and 10-time Calypso King Dice drop new collab titled Coming Home. Paho donates smart TV to boost health education in Dominica. Dominica to observe World Food Day 2025. Caribbean Airlines CEO resigns. And Google to invest $15 billion to build AI data hub in India. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being with us this evening. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is a news broadcast for the 14th of October 2025. Kicking things off this evening, Dominica's very own Booyah boss Asa Banton has teamed up with 10-time Calypso King Denison King Dice Joseph for a powerful new track titled Coming Home. The song celebrates the spirit of Dominican pride, calling on Dominicans abroad to return home for independence and carnival festivities. Coming Home was written by Asa Banton and King Dice, with music arranged by Asa Banton and Ared Moses. It was recorded at Case Records, published by DJ Easy Run the Show, and released under the People's Choice Services Booyah Boss Entertainment label. Asa Banton had this to say.
Yes, so Emo, I'm feeling really excited about this song right there. That song with Asa Banton and King Dice. Just hearing King Dice on a Bouillon again with the Booyah boss for Dominica Festival. I mean, it brings me chills, It was a wonderful project. King Dice was very excited about it as well. And that song is called Coming Home. Coming Home, to all the diasporas, even to the foreigners that's coming home to Dominica. Dominica is home. And it's a feeling, when you live overseas and you come back home, it's a different feeling, a different vibes. So we say we're coming home for festival, for carnival, your family excited, your friends are excited, the food is different. But that song was well put together, produced by Massman. And I hope that Dominicans appreciate this one, and we can always use this as one of our marketing songs. So whenever you make a video or you promote in Dominica from Asa Banton, you can use that song in the background as well, or as your cover song, to promote our beautiful island. But just doing it together with King Dice, it's amazing.
And now let's take a listen of the new track. The second edition of the Manhood Conference was held on Saturday, 11th October at the conference room of the Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities. The conference, which focuses on issues facing men, was well attended, with those present looking forward to the day's activities. Conference lead Dr. Kevin Laura of Top Edge Leadership Solutions said that this second edition was highly requested by men from the first edition. Let's hear from native Dominican Dr. Kevin Laura. Participants voiced their expectations ahead of the conference start.
Good day, I'm Dr. Kevin Laurent. I'm here to conduct the Volume 2 of Manhood. By popular demand, it was asked that we brought it in. And today we'll be doing some crucial stuff like crucial conversation, crucial confrontation, as well as conflict management. We are gathered here today with a cadre of men that are willing to learn and to share. And we're excited to bring this here because it's meant to not only for their personal development, but also to cascade it to the young men and young people in our societies. It will increase family lives and dynamics. It will increase the workplace environment. It will increase our society. Everybody benefits from this manhood series that we are doing. So we ask that people continue to look forward to these sessions. They'll be continual and they'll be of different topics at every time. So please look out for the following ones that will come. Thank you very much, and we appreciate it.
President of the Whitey Artists Association, Michael Lees, gave a passionate call for persons to support the artist so that they could devote their all to refining their talent to reach even greater heights. Drawing from the example of Dominica's gold medalist, Tia Lafont, Lees spoke of how difficult it is for artists to work day jobs and still devote time to developing themselves as artists. Let's hear from WAA President Michael Lee.
Right now, many of our artists are doing the equivalent of working, training, and running the DOC, holding day jobs, pursuing their own artistic careers, and running wild. That level of commitment is inspiring, but unfortunately, it isn't sustainable. To continue the amazing work this organization has achieved, to reach greater heights, and to ensure our artists can achieve the maximum potential, we need your help. By early next year, our goal is to hire an executive vice president who can ensure the timely execution of the organization's mission, ensuring continuity, consistency, and the realization of the many dreams of our artists, and most importantly, to better support our members. If you see value in the work we're doing, if you believe, as we do, that art enriches not only our lives, but our society, I invite you to support us in any way you can. Even modest contributions, when shared among a few, can make a profound difference.
The Pan-American Health Organization, PAHO, has donated a 40-inch smart TV and mobile stand to the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services to support health promotion and education across Dominica. The equipment was officially handed over by PAHO Country Program Specialist Nicole Slack-Liberd to Dr. Kira Paul Loam, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health. Slack-Liberd said the donation will enhance public awareness and outreach activities, helping bring vital health information directly to communities.
A 40-inch Vizio Smart TV was handed over to the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services by the Pan American Health Organization on Wednesday, 8th October. This donation will support the expanded program on immunization and other public health programs of the ministry. A core principle of the primary healthcare approach includes meeting people where they are, and thus a mobile cart also forms part of this donation, which will allow for this device to be used at health facilities and at various locations in communities around Dominica. Support for Vaccination Week in the Americas 2025 also included the dissemination of electronic VWA materials, printing of brochures, and support for extended service hours for vaccination at the Faucole Health Center and surrounding community.
Dr. Paul Loam thanked PAHO for its continued partnership, noting that the contribution will strengthen the ministry's efforts in promoting healthy lifestyles and improving access to health education. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy is observing World Food Day 2025 under the theme Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. The ministry encourages everyone to take part in these events to raise awareness and promote sustainable food systems for a healthier future. Petra Grell-Schillingford gives an overview of the activities planned for World Food Day.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy is pleased to announce the observance of World Food Day 2025. This year's theme, Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. From October 11 to the 16th, Dominica joins the rest of the world to observe World Food Day. The ministry will host a series of national activities aimed at raising awareness on food security, sustainable agriculture, and youth engagement in the agricultural food system. The public is encouraged to participate by tuning into DBS Radio and Kyrie FM via our ministry's Facebook page, where you can tag us with any activity that you are doing to commemorate World Food Day and engage our social media campaign with our roving banners. The highlight of the week will be a National Food Expo being done in collaboration with the Youth Division, where just about 80 4-H clubites from schools in the north will come together to engage in a 4-H quiz competition and a National Food Expo. Together, we are making steps towards building a resilient food system, so one that is able to support our farmers, nourish our communities, and strengthen a better future for all. For more information on how your school can participate, you can call us at the ministry, visit your agricultural office, or speak with the extension officer responsible for your school or your district. Once again, we want to thank the general public who continues to support World Food Day activities in one way or the other, and we also encourage art students and the art teachers to visit FAO's website, that is the Food and Agriculture Organization's website, for more information about international poster competitions and other activities.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit on Tuesday moved a motion in Parliament to confer the Dominica Award of Honor, the nation's highest award, on the late Prime Ministers Roosevelt, Rosie Douglas, and Pierre Charles. The motion recognized their outstanding service and leadership in advancing national development and inspiring citizens through their dedication to social justice and community upliftment. The honors will be conferred posthumously during Dominica's 47th Independence Day observance on November 3. Douglas served as Prime Minister in 2000 until his passing on October 1 that year. Charles succeeded him on October 3, 2000 and served until his death in January 2004. Today, October 14, Parliament considered a bill to establish the Eastern Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Regulatory Authority, ECCIRA, following Dominica's signing of the agreement last month. The move marked a step toward strengthening the integrity and transparency of regional CBI programs. Also before Parliament was the bill to establish the Sperm Whale Reserve, building on government's 2023 decision to protect the West Coast Marine Area, home to one of the world's few resident sperm whale populations. Lawmakers also debated amendments to the Financial Services Unit Act, the suspension of the Financing of Tourism Act, and the Money Laundering Act. During the sitting, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit moved a motion to confer the Dominica Award of Honor on the late Prime Minister Roosevelt, Rosie Douglas, and Pierre Charles for their service of national development. And now for regional news. The OECS Commission has wrapped up the 5th Regional Data Governance Council meeting held from October 7 to 10, 2025, bringing together directors of statistics, regional institutions, and international partners to advance data-driven development in the Eastern Caribbean. OECS Director General Dr. Didacus Jules emphasized the need to build a culture of data use and trust to strengthen evidence-based policy making across member states. Representatives from the Caribbean Development Bank and the World Bank reaffirmed their support for improving data systems and promoting greater access to reliable, anonymized data to guide policy decisions. Key outcomes at the meeting reviewed progress on regional and national statistical initiatives, shared updates on flagship projects such as the DDM, CARDTP, and eCPA, discussed strategies for data anonymization and harmonized labor force surveys, examined the OECS 5-year strategic plan for data development, developed a comprehensive communication and advocacy strategy to support greater use of statistical data across the region. The meeting ended with a renewed commitment to building robust regional data systems that support sustainable development across the OECS. The Board of Directors of Caribbean Airlines today announced that Chief Executive Officer Gavin Medera has resigned from his position. The board thanks Mr. Medera for his years of service and leadership and wishes him the very best in his future endeavors. To ensure continuity and stability, Chief Operating Officer Numala Ramai has been appointed Acting Chief Executive Officer until further notice. Under the guidance of the board, she will work closely with the senior leadership team to support the airline through this transition. Caribbean Airlines will continue to operate its full schedule with no disruption to customers or partners. The airline also reaffirmed its commitment to developing and promoting talent from within the organization before seeking external candidates to provide employees with clear opportunities for growth and career advancement. Caribbean Airlines will continue to serve the region with pride, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to safety. The Board of Directors remain committed to open and timely communication with employees, customers, and stakeholders as this leadership transition and strategic plan are implemented. And now for international news. President Donald Trump and several regional leaders have signed a Gaza ceasefire agreement during a summit in Egypt. The specific details of the document remain unclear. Let's take a report from CNN Becky Anderson on what is currently known about the deal.
Can we get the documents, please?
We've just seen Donald Trump, the president of Egypt, the emir of Qatar, and the president of Turkey all sign the agreement here, which effectively, to their minds, ends the war in Gaza. There is an awful lot still to do in order to ensure that that war is over and that there is a prospect for future peace in the Middle East. But if you were to ask anybody in the room where he was today, any of those leaders, including those guarantors, those mediators who have cut this ceasefire deal and are hoping that this is an end to the war, they are guaranteeing that both sides will keep to this commitment. That is the idea of this. They will all tell you in that room that they want this conflict to end. This conflict in Gaza is the through line to potential peace in the Middle East.
Also in international news, Alphabet, Google's parent company, announced a $15 billion investment to build a major AI data hub in India, its largest outside the United States. The project, part of Google's global AI network across 12 countries, will roll out over the next 5 years. Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai said the facility will accelerate AI innovation and digital growth in India, while Google Cloud CEO Thomas Kurian called it a landmark global investment. The hub will integrate cloud and AI infrastructure with renewable energy and expanded fiber networks, supporting Andhra Pradesh's goal of developing 6 GW of data center capacity by 2029. And that's all for international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment after this short break.
Look, yours, it's not just a game, it's our game. Dominica's very own jackpot, Match 5.
And welcome to the sports segment. Exciting action in the President's Cup quarterfinals saw 4 teams secure their spots in the semifinals. RS Bombers defeated East Central 5-3, while Southeast FC edged Point Michel FC 3-2 in a tightly contested match. Dubla FC dominated DSFC with a commanding 9-2 victory, and We United FC advanced after a 4-1 win over Mao Soccer Strikers. The semi-finals promise to be intense battle as the top 4 teams continue their quest for the 2025 President's Cup title. And in the CCCUL, Dominica Cricket Association 2025 Intermediate League, with weekend recap, rain disrupted play with all of Saturday's matches postponed. Sunday's Kalinago Blasters and Casuals clash at the Botanic Gardens was also abandoned without a ball bowled. At Benjamin's Park, however, fans witnessed a thrilling 20-over encounter as Najiko Northern Stars secured their first win of the season, defeating Gladiators by 18 runs. Gary Daniel starred with a brilliant 117 not out, helping the Stars post 181 for 3. Despite efforts from Fabian Etienne, 40, and Clemson Libla, 34, the Gladiators managed 163 for 6, with Kerry Romani taking 3 for 38. Congratulations to Gary Daniel on his outstanding century as the league action continues. And big news in local football. Let's give a warm welcome to Kelvin Benjamin, the newly appointed manager of our senior men's national team. He stepped into the role following the dedicated tenure of Heinrich Anselm, who led the squad with passion and pride over the years. Benjamin's first big test is the upcoming CONCACAF series this November in St. Kitts, where Dominica has been drawn into a competitive group featuring Belize, St. Kitts, St. Martin, and St. Martin. Let's hear what the new man at the helm has to say. Here's Kelvin Benjamin.
I'm deeply honored and humbled to be appointed as the manager of our national senior men's football team. This is a tremendous privilege, and I'm truly excited for the journey ahead. We have a talented group of players, and I firmly believe that with dedication and teamwork, we can achieve great success.
And that's all for the sports segment. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service.
People come well just for the cultural gala, yes. Time to show our cultural heritage as we face one another era of culture, yes. We could demonstrate our taste. Dress up in our brilliant, dress up in our cassette, telling Kotokoitori. People say, oh gosh, who are we? When we say Timbasek, that means we give full respect to our cultural heritage, regardless of color, creed, or age. Ha! Hey, night. Epa! Look at Batabula to Boma. Look at Wule Tabula to Boma. Pakite Misikla Champelu. Look at Batabula to Boma.
And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 14th of October 2025. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and on behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This has been EmoNightly News, every moment online. Good night.